Once you understand the kingdom, you know possession is an illusion, and only the meek possess the land. The image, of course, is a Franciscan I have to think of. He told us never to own anything because he said, then you own everything. All right? When you get rid of this idea of ownership, one thing nice, for example, just a tawdry example, but like living here in New Mexico, you don't have to pay to go to art museums, you know? You walk through the art galleries, they're everywhere, and they're free. You see, I don't have to buy art and bring it home to my house and possess it. It's everywhere. It's all around us. But you first got to get rid of that idea that I've got to possess it to enjoy it. Right? It's got to be my sculpture. Right? Why can't it be everybody's sculpture? And why can't it be there in the common place and we can all look at it? No. But we have this idea, I've got to bring it into my home and make it mine. No, then you possess nothing after a while. At least it seems to me, and it apparently seems to Jesus. Happy are those who weep, and they shall be comforted. On the men's retreats now, we speak of grief work. And Steve, you were telling me earlier about the meaning of mourning. Is there, in fact, undoubtedly there is a therapeutic, healing meaning to tears. Undoubtedly that's true. Even as we study what's in tears. We speak of salt in tears, but now there's evidence there are toxins in tears. Is weeping, in fact, not necessary? But beyond that, of course, he's describing the state of those who weep, who have something to weep about, who feel the pain of the world. And he's saying those who can grieve, those who can cry, are those who will understand. Did I mention it here, how the Syrian fathers, Ephraim and Simeon, they weren't as popular as the Greek fathers of the church. The Greek fathers tended to filter the gospel through the head. The Syrians, like a lot of present feminist theology, is much more localized in the body, right? And the Syrian fathers wanted, in effect, tears to be a sacrament in the church. And Ephraim goes so far as to say, until you have cried, you don't know God. The only way you can know God is through tears. How different. We think we know God through ideas, don't we, huh? How different. Corporeal theology, body theology, huh? Weeping, perhaps, will allow you to know God much better than ideas. Huh? And so he's of course, claiming the weeping class, those who can enter into solidarity with the pain of the world and not try to abstract themselves from it, and try, which is why he says the rich man can't see the kingdom, because he spends all his life trying to make tears impossible and tears unnecessary. And here we have Jesus coming into the middle. Blessed, happy. You can translate it either way. Happy is probably closer than blessed, actually. Huh? Happy are you who cry. Now, isn't that ridiculous? Huh? Happy are you who cry. Remember what we said earlier today. The young man who cannot cry is a savage, and the old man who cannot laugh is a fool. But we young men, and I find this in all of our men's work, we can't cry. We can't. Something in our culture has told us not to cry. That'll make us look vulnerable and weak. And so we men stuff our tears and we die, an average of how many years earlier than women? There's got to be a connection. There's got to be a connection. And men stuffing their grief and stuffing their tears.